What are we drafting today?
I say we do best finales because this is mine. So obviously that'll be the number one overall pick. But we after that, it's a really good draft.
Sorry, I got completely distracted.
What?
Because Wendy has written in Mac Morey, more like Mac Borey.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one, Wendy.
Wendy's full of those. She's great. I will miss Wendy. I will miss Wendy.
No matter what we do with this, it's going to devolve into a roasting of Mac Morey.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Wendy does that every day. Why wouldn't today be done?
And by the way, Kathy writes in and says, if Des Dickerson were here, he would say goodbye to Mac the Nice.
It's true. That's a good nickname, too.
And good Lord, you've got all these nicknames. Cougar Chow's the nickname I'm sure you're taking with you to Kansas City.
Of course.
Not Mac the Nice.
Be sure and trademark that.
Yeah.
CC and KC. Best finales. Considering that you and I wanted to do best Mac Morey moments. But
I was okay with either one.
Well, but I realized we really couldn't come up with 9 best Mac Morey moments, so that would be embarrassing. We would. I mean, there was the time that I convinced him to leave work to go to Whataburger.
Love that.
That was a good one.
Convinced. You told him to.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't. Did I twist his arm? I said, "Hey, I need you to go to Whataburger and try to interview them in the to-go line."
And somewhere in there was the phrase, "Don't make me twist your arm."
Yeah, and you were holding out your credit card, and I was like, okay, that sounds good.
And then you went and you got us, didn't we get banana pudding milkshake?
We did.
Oh, my goodness.
So good.
Gracious.
Well, actually,
So
you got us all 3 burgers.
Yeah,
and
3 burgers. Yeah, we did the whole thing.
I love Whataburger. I got no complaints.
No, the only complaint I had about that is that at around 3:30 I was ready to fall asleep and you guys were done and I was going.
As planned, sir. As planned. A low light of our time together was the peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich. I had actually forgotten about that until I got brought up.
I know, yeah.
Brought up earlier this week.
Hey, Jason just had a good point. The best Mac Morey moment, the time he moved to KC.
Nice. No, I remember we did the peanut butter and mayonnaise, and the one thing Super Tech's like, well, you can't do that mayonnaise. It's got to be the other. No. It doesn't matter.
Mayonnaise.
Complete
doesn't matter.
trash. You know, they used to eat pig's feet, too. You know why? Because they had to. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but it was gross.
Many options.
We got other options now. We got jelly.
Exactly.
You know what you could do? You know what you could do instead of peanut butter and mayonnaise? Peanut butter.
Yeah, please.
With no mayonnaise.
Yeah, just have a glass of water if you're really fine.
Hey, Mac, did you ever watch WKRP in Cincinnati? Have you ever seen it? Do you know why Dr. Johnny Fever was fired from the radio station originally?
No.
He said booger on the air.
Booger.
What?
Yeah. It's true.
Why was that a thing?
I mean, couldn't say booger.
Can't say booger
Nasty.
on the air.
Community standards.
Wow.
Then when they flipped the format to rock and
screwed.
roll and brought him back, he said in his very first break, he said booger.
Good.
Because you could do it.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Sure. All right, so let's do best finales. You want one of these?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, you take that one there. I mean, I don't think we should let him go first. Which one do you want?
I'll take the one in your left hand.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes things are just meant to be, though. You know, give me number 1, baby.
They all say number 1. I'm just kidding. I'm number 2, and you're number 3.
Gotcha.
All right. Best finale today is Mac Morey's final day on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Obviously, he'll be back in town. We'll hear him again. He's not dying.
No.
So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not start weeping. He's dead to me already, DTM. But your first selection, please. The draft has begun.
So this is actually a newer show, but I really like the ending. Hannah showed me this show. I didn't know what I felt about it at first. The Good Place. Fantastic twist of an ending. Do not see it coming. Mm-hmm. If you did, good for you. I didn't. Caught me by surprise. Wrapped it all together. The Good Place.
The Good Place. Never seen it?
Never seen it.
I figured
comment on
that's
it?
fair. It's within the last 5-6 years, so that's fair.
But Max says if you've seen it, you know.
Seriously,
And you
know.
So I feel like when we're talking finales, I mean, a finale indicates that there was a series of I feel like we're talking about television shows.
I feel
more
like
than anything.
I know. I was thinking, well, what else
You
could
could
it
do
be?
a sports thing.
You could do a sports thing with like a series about like a Game 7 that was incredible.
I've got one of those in my
That's
arsenal.
fair.
I think this count as well.
Like movies, I guess the ending to a trilogy. You know, that could be a finale.
Sure. I'm gonna stick with television shows for my initial selection, my number 1 pick in the 2024 finale draft in honor of finally getting rid of Mac Morey. it's going to date myself because Mac Morey, just as we have not seen this, I doubt that he has seen any of this show. Cheers.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a good one.
So, you know the setting of Cheers?
Yes.
Boston bar.
Yep.
Ted Danson plays an old sports guy, a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. He owns the bar. All of the cast of characters.
He's an alcoholic who doesn't
well, sure. I mean, all the cast of characters, and there's Norm, and all these other guys are coming in and out of the bar.
Yeah.
Frasier came out of Cheers and had a great spinoff series. But the finale and the ending of the last show, and it gives me chills. I don't know why it gives me chills, but it's just a show that it's there every week. And right at the end, he's wrapping up things in the bar, and a figure comes to the door of the bar, and you just a shadowy figure, and Sam looks at him and says, "Sorry, we're closed."
Ooh.
And it's just,
yeah, and that's
Wow.
it. Over and done.
and it's done.
Oh, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they almost should have just faded to black.
Or, I don't know, play Don't Stop Believing on the jukebox.
Well,
I've never even seen that. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm going to go a slightly different way, and this is, probably because I consider myself a little bit morbid, but I think there's no better way to end things than by dropping 2 nuclear weapons on a country and calling it a day. So the end of World War II with the bombing of Japan.
That's fantastic. That's perfect.
Y'all want another one? Okay.
There's more where that came from.
If you say so.
And you know what? After we drop the second one, we probably like, y'all want another one? You probably should say no, because we don't have one. But you don't know that. That's awful. Too soon? Probably too soon. Probably too soon. It was
80 years ago?
It was a hell of an ending. A hell of an ending. Mr. Morey, your second selection.
Yeah, I'm running through some sports stuff. I think I'm going to wait till the third round for my sports pick because
who's going to pick your trash?
Yeah,
nobody's stealing it. You could just leave them on the bed, undrafted free agent.
It's going to be. I need to. It's last dying pick. It'll be good. But I'll go with. Oh, this is tough. Give me Breaking Bad. I've drafted this in best TV shows of all time. It's one of the best TV shows of all time because it also has a fantastic finale. So that you can't say about other great TV shows.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, really bad finale. Would not get drafted today. Breaking Bad will. Neither of you have seen it.
No.
I've seen the episodes, but I haven't seen it all the way through.
Fair enough.
No, I haven't.
It's a time.
No, I get it. You know what I'm doing now? I'm trying to catch up on some of those. I'm going through all of Curb. Do you watch any Curb?
Oh, yes.
Love
I should
Curb.
go through all of it, too, because I've seen episodes.
Right.
Lots of episodes.
It's really hit or miss because you don't really. I mean, there's some chain stuff that goes on, but not a lot.
You can get by.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly Larry David yelling at people and being yelled at.
Complaining.
Complaining about something.
That's awesome.
Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I started, and the beginning is weird because it's in 2000, so it feels dated. I mean, there's only been 12 seasons, but it's been 24 years.
Yeah.
And so it feels different, it looks different, but I'm working through that. But I've told myself that I need to do Breaking Bad. So
please tell me when you do.
I will. My number 2 selection in the 2024 best finale draft. I am going to go sports. It is my favorite sports moment in all of sports, and it's Game 7 of the 1992 National Championship Series. The Atlanta Braves versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. If I had better prepared for this segment, if I'd known we were drafting finales before 5 minutes ago, I would have pulled the audio. But it's Sid Bream on second base, Francisco Cabrera hitting a slap single up the middle, and the slowest human being on planet Earth rounding third base to score the winning run for the Atlanta Braves to beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-2 in Game 7 to go to the World Series. That's the greatest finale of all time in sports for me. Bell?
I'm going to go a little bit of a different direction. This is related to TV shows, though. One of my top 3 all-time favorite TV shows, Friends. Not the actual finale.
Oh.
Not the actual finale. But the one that guaranteed there would never be a reunion, and that's the death of Matthew Perry. Boom.
There's a lot of consternation and confusion on the membersnutrition.com super text line because, one, they're saying, well, World War II did not actually end when we dropped the bomb, but
Yeah, that's
I don't need your nitpicking, people.
that is kind of true.
that is kind of true.
Nip it in the bud.
Also, what did he just draft?
I'm not really sure. He drafted
Matthew Perry.
the death of Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry
Which,
is drowning,
which, by the way,
finale
was too soon.
drowning
of all
in his
time.
own drowning in his own jacuzzi.
As one of your top 3 greatest finales of all time.
Yes.
Okay,
That's lovely.
I mean,
That's nice.
it's your team, buddy. I don't think you're going to win a lot of games this year, but it's, whatever.
Well, Cleveland Browns. Let me. All right, I'll go sports, and this will be sentimental. It's all connected. Going to Kansas City. Going to talk about my Kansas City Chiefs mid-dynasty, right in the middle of this dynastic run. I'm excited for it. Well, what started this all was Super Bowl 54, 2020. The Chiefs down 10 points to the San Francisco 49ers, and Mahomes showed us just a glimpse of what he was going to show us for the next, so far, just 5 or 6 years, and hopefully it's another 10 or 15. Comes back from 10 points, and we end up winning that game by over 2 possessions. We scored 21 or 24 points in that fourth quarter. Give me Super Bowl 54.
Okay, you done? I'm such
Wow, that just really.
I checked out while he was like going through. We were somewhere in the middle of the second quarter when I checked out on him.
Here's
I
Matt.
just wanted to make sure he was finished.
Here's Matt.
I don't care.
I don't care.
It's a great moment for me. I have a video of me just on my knees, just in tears after that. It was great.
Do you?
Yep.
Can I see it?
I'll show it to you.
Will you send
Off
it
the air?
over?
Yeah.
No,
I will not
will you-
send it over.
Will you send? Come on.
No.
Mama Morey, you want to send over some baby pics? Now's the time. All right, I'm gonna my number 3 select. We got to go quick because we're late for your
we're late,
news.
we're
I don't
late.
think we're doing the. I don't think we're doing the news. I don't know. Maybe we're not. Maybe we are. I don't know. But we're late, so we got to go quickly. I loved the Seinfeld finale. I don't care what anybody says, so I'm going to pick Seinfeld.
Hot
finale.
take. I like it.
I mean, everybody says it was awful. They circled back around. To the initial. I mean, and people get lost in this. He found a way to circle back around to the initial dialogue that they were having at the beginning of the first episode.
That's awesome.
It went all full circle, and none of it meant anything. Honorable. I don't guess I can do an honorable mention until Bell goes. Go. Do some trash. Third selection.
No, this was actually pretty easy because it's the highest rated television show of all time.
Sure.
With 77% of the country watching it.
Pretty crazy.
And that would be the MASH finale.
It's incredible.
I never saw it, so I can't really judge it, but obviously everyone else did.
The whole country practically stopped to watch it.
One of the more unique ones, honorable mention for me, was Bob Newhart, the new Bob Newhart show. So Bob Newhart,
yeah.
Bob, you don't know this, but this guy did 2 really popular shows. One was in the 1970s, and the other was what, 90s? Early 90s, maybe?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Late 80s, early 90s. And so the original one, he was married to a particular woman. He was a psychologist or a psychiatrist. In the new one, he was a shopkeeper, an inn owner. So at the end of the new show, the finale of the new show, he wakes up and he goes, "Oh, I just had this awful dream." And he's in the old show. It was like the entire new show
Was a dream.
was a dream.
Him dreaming.
So he's with his old wife. He's a psychologist again. He's in the
love
old.
that.
It was really well done. So
Oh, that's fantastic.
great finale. It's worth just looking it up on YouTube.
Yeah, just for that.
Just to
Yeah.
watch the reaction.
That's great.
There's Mac Morey. We will.
Are we doing news?
We'll
No, we'll
reflect
have
on
to
the.
skip.
No. We'll reflect on the life and times of Mac Morey coming back next on Super Talk 99.7 WTM. I got to tell you, these segments come right on time. Right on time.
It's true.
Because we continue to have interlopers trying to, make hay while the sun shines with Mac Morey, as it is his last today. And so all these folks are coming by. Well, it really is like you're going into the hospital for some sort of surgery.
Seriously.
But you're
I'll be
not.
back.
You are. You're taking off. So Mama Morey, while she loves Super Talk 99.7 WTN, and frankly, let's just be clear, she has a favorite, and it's me. And that's fine. It's fine. She likes you too. Mandis, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Brian, she loves you.
Yeah, Brian,
loves you.
Brian. Dan, yeah.
But I got to tell you, she loves her some Murphy, and she'll continue to listen.
Oh, of course.
But she lives out in KC.
Yep.
And so you'll stay with Mama Morey for a minute.
Yep.
Right? I heard you say this morning you have the entire basement.
Got the whole basement.
Is it a finished basement?
It is. Oh, yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're thinking. Yeah.
In that case, you might want to call it a downstairs apartment.
That's literally, yeah, that's what it is.
So what are you guys going to talk about over there on the, what is it, 610?
It's a 610 KCSP, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got a lot to talk about. The Royals aren't half bad right now. We got Chiefs.
Have you found yourself...
Cricket?
Cricket? What is the story on cricket, by the way? I saw this. I saw a headline.
We beat Pakistan yesterday, which is the equivalent.
That's actually a big deal.
It's huge. It's honestly the biggest upset in sports history, possibly, because like us beating Canadian hockey team, but way back when, and the Miracle on Ice.
Yes, we beat the Russians.
Beating Russian hockey team, Miracle on Ice. Like, yeah, huge upset. But those are professional hockey players that we had, and hockey is not near the sport that cricket is. Cricket is the second biggest sport in the world. And we beat the...
What?
It's the second biggest sport in the world. Soccer and then cricket.
Huh.
Followed by, and then tennis.
Huh.
And this would be
that?
like...
Then lacrosse.
This would be... Yeah. This would be like a bunch of D2, D3 football players beating the Chiefs.
One thing you said, I think... And I don't mean to correct the sports guy, but I don't think we had professional players playing on our U.S. team at the time that we beat the Russians. I don't think that's right.
We didn't have any.
I don't believe
these were
we
just
allowed
college guys.
Those were amateurs.
Oh yeah, this was before we had.
This was before we allowed
that's
the
true.
pros.
That's true. Okay,
but the
Gotcha.
Russians were allowing pros.
Yeah.
And that was
okay. You're right. You're right.
That's why it was such a big deal. Is that not only they were a professional team in and of themselves and were beating everybody. But
that's fair.
But yeah, so that's cool. So we, the USA beat Pakistan in cricket. Have you ever watched a cricket match?
No, but I'm going to this upcoming Wednesday. Pakistan and India are the two top dogs. We just beat Pakistan this Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. We play India. I'm in, bro. Come on, it's the red, white, and blue. I'll support it. Let's go.
I've said for years that I love my country more than I hate soccer. So if the United States of America is doing well in men's or women's soccer,
here.
I'm
tuning in.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah, I'm all in.
I'm not, but I am.
Soviet team consisted of professional players with significant experience. We had 4 pro players on the American team, but they were minor leaguers.
Yeah, so they weren't even NHL guys. They weren't pros.
Right.
Yeah. That makes sense. No, it's a huge upset. I'm just saying for the world effect, more people care about cricket than they do hockey.
Well, 5536 is a critic saying cricket is incredibly boring.
Never watched it.
I've never watched it.
And people watch it.
Exactly. People love baseball. People love soccer.
If cricket is boring in the way that this conversation is boring me, then I completely agree with 5530 or 36. Pardon me. So when's the last time you were in KC on the regular? I mean, you visit your mom.
Yeah, for sure. Go back and visit. And even when we moved, I'd go back all the time. But yeah, on the regular, living there, it's going to be, 10 years, close to 10 years.
Actually, he goes back more to watch the Chiefs than he does to see his mom. He sneaks into town without her knowing.
Don't you do that? You've done that on the regular for your entire time in Nashville, right? You go back to watch a few games? Yeah,
my brother's got season tickets, so I'll be going to pretty much every home game.
No. You'll be working the games now.
That's true.
Which is very different. You don't get to watch.
You're not just hanging out having a beer.
Yeah. That's fair.
I don't know. I know that at college events, there is no rooting in the press box. I don't think there's rooting in the press box, Morey.
It's true. Got to be official.
So you got to wear the black shirt, not the red nasty number that you've got on right now. And
they're rooting in the press box. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you got to do so quietly.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, exactly. You got the other beat writers right there, and you can't. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
You can't. So, what do you anticipate has changed in Kansas City? I've never been to Kansas City. This guy's never been to Kansas City. Never been to Kansas City. I've been to Kansas once. I drove through. So, never been to Kansas City. What's up with Kansas City?
Man, great people. It's one of those cities that, and I believe it still has this. I haven't lived there in 10 years, and I know it's increased in size, just like most cities do over time. But it has one of those feelings where you can get that city vibe, that nightlife, those things like that. But also, you feel like you're in a Midwest town. You feel like that small town vibe is still somewhat there. Fantastic art scene, fantastic music scene, best barbecue in the world.
Please don't start that.
It is. That's fine. You can get the super text line going. It's the best barbecue in the world.
What is the difference between Kansas City barbecue and other what's the...
burn-ins is our big thing.
Burn-ins.
I think
split ends.
Something about the sauce, too. Isn't it?
There's I think it's ketchup-based sauce. I can't remember our sauce. It's
gross.
It's good. It's good.
Gross. I'm a mustard-based guy or a vinegar-based guy. But all right, so I looked this up. You ready?
Yep.
I'll get your comments on some of these things. Kansas. What is Kansas City known for? Number 1, Country Club Plaza. What is that? Do you know what that is?
Grew up right next to it. Yep.
What is that? Like a mall?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right, done with that. Let's move on. Number 2. Oh, the American Jazz Museum.
Great music.
I'm excited already. Number 3, Arrowhead Stadium.
Heck yeah, baby.
Number 4, I didn't know this. The National World War I Museum and Memorial is in Kansas City.
Love that museum. I need to go again because I was a kid when I went, but I'd love to go again. Fantastic museum.
The Cinder Block Brewery. The barbecue experience, the KC barbecue experience. Union Station.
Oh, Union Station. Great. Yep.
The Nelson Atkins Museum. I don't know what that is. And then coming in at number 9 or 10, I forget where I am on the list, Mac Morey. So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a pretty happening place that you've already cracked the top 10.
Nelson Atkins is one of the better museums in the nation.
Is it flat out there?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to get you off your high here, but
that's fine.
You're not going to be near a water source of any
That's true.
significance. Does that concern you at all?
No, I told you asked me what I'm doing this weekend. Tomorrow I'm going to enjoy some of the free CMA festivities with some of my friends, some of my fiance's friends. And it's going to be a great time. That is not happening in Kansas City. I'll tell you that. Kansas City doesn't have things like that. So I will miss that.
Kyle wants to know, how is Mac Morey going to get the woo flu all the time in KC?
Yeah,
no more woo flu.
No more woo flu. Gonna have to get over that.
What day of the week traditionally has Patrick Mahomes come on the morning show on 6 a.m.?
That's a good question.
And
he has come on, right?
Does he call in or does he show up?
He's done both.
It's got to be a call-in.
He's done both, but yeah, during the season, it's going to be call-in. Yeah, he's not coming in at 7 in the morning or whatever.
But this is for the most part. I mean, our boys over on the Zone, they're going to get access to Will Levis. They're going to get access to some of those stars. That's what happens when you are the flagship station of a team like the Tennessee Titans. The Zone 104.5 is the flagship station. You're going to the flagship station of the KC Chiefs, so you're going to have access. You are going to meet. You're 26 now.
Going to be in August, yeah.
Okay, you'll be 26 in August. Before you are 27, you are going to meet Andy Reid.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I mean, look, I got him. I'm getting him.
So exciting.
Look at him. He's tearing up a little bit.
So exciting.
He's thinking about being down on his knees, wrapped around Andy's leg, not letting go in the locker room. I love you so much.
I love you.
Who's this kid?
You want some nuggies? I get some pocket nuggies. In all seriousness, you're a great talent. You're a great rising star in our business, and you're going to go far. And it is such a pleasure to know someone when you know. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not going to look at you when I say it. Okay? I'm not going to look at you when I say it.
Be a man. Look at him.
When you meet someone, and I've been in the business long enough that I know that I'm not ever going to reach that echelon. But when you meet someone and you know, I'm going to look back when I knew him now and say I knew him then because he's going places. You're one of those guys. And congratulations to all of your success. And we'll make it a point to spit on your very name. As you
know how to end
we'll do it daily.
As your star grows brighter and brighter in Kansas City, we will, as soon as you leave the state, begin the rumors that you were an awful human being, that all of this was a big phony act, that none of it was real, that you were a horror show to work around. Yeah. All of that's coming, okay?
Like, Mom, what are the Super Talk guys? Oh, they hate you now. Oh,
Morey who?
Yeah, exactly.
No, in all seriousness.
Thanks,
I know you got Brian to go.
I really appreciate that.
But you got through 3. Look, I don't think I was at my last radio station for 13 years. No, longer than that. 14 years? I don't think I got this kind of send-off.
They were just like, get out.
Get out of here, man.
Thank God, finally.
But we're going to see each other next Wednesday, though, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
As far as you know. I don't know that you've been given the proper look. I don't know that I've been given the proper location. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Off the air.
Yeah, go do the news or something. There's Mac Morey. He's leaving, going to Kansas City. He's a big trader. DMT, or did I say that right? No, I didn't. DTM, dead to me.